Cougar head coach Kyle Smith, here's the voice of the Cougs, Matt Chesina.
It is that time of the week. Great to be with you. We are live here at Zeppo's talking ball here with Coach Smith. It's the Arizona week. Arizona State and Arizona come here to Beasley. A rare Wednesday game and a rare late Wednesday game. An 8 p.m. tip tomorrow. And then that's Arizona State. And then on Saturday, Arizona. Let's recap the mountain trip a little bit. You're in Boulder. You're in Salt Lake City. Games that were tight and in moments where actually the Cougs were plus. You're down 12 at the half in Salt Lake City. You wipe that deficit out. You're up by 1, and then it kind of got away from you there. Let's go back to Boulder and start there. What happened against the Buffaloes, and then we'll go into Utah.
We got off to a good start. Played well early there. I have to recap. It seems like a long time ago.
It does. It feels like a long time
But no, we did, and they were Colorado's a good team. Obviously, they're ranked. And on their home court, they
might be the best team in the pack right now.
They
really might.
You know what? There's on any given night, there's a couple that are pretty good. And it seems like anyone can beat anyone.
And especially in Boulder at home. You know what I mean? That's
tough.
What?
I haven't played or coached there. Never played there.
Right.
Haven't coached there a while, and I was surprised they had a really nice crowd. It's a really good atmosphere.
Yep.
They have other built-in advantages, and Coach Boyle's been there 10 years.
The altitude, did you get the beet juice or anything? Have you heard about the beet juice?
Why tell me now?
Well, it's a little late. Maybe I don't. Maybe it's placebo effect. Who knows?
I would take it.
The football team was doing beet juice. Yeah, so we had.
I mean, you knew this.
Well, I don't know. I don't.
A week ago, this would have helped.
I had to do the beet juice for the broadcast to get altitude. It's hard to talk.
I might
that
walk
long.
Home. I might walk home. What team were you on?
No.
But no, we knew that was going to be tough. We're also got hit with the flu bug with DJ and Ryan. It was
they both had it.
DJ got it first, and Ryan had it. So Ryan
are they roommates? They're roommates, right? They're buddies, roommates
on the road, the whole bit,
the whole deal.
So we were already a little shorthanded in that, and you've got a lot of things going on. But I just thought they kind of wore us down on the glass. Really, there, Batty and Seward and
Walton off the bench.
Yeah, Walton did. Yeah. They did a good job. And that's where we're a little thin in depth, and still playing some young guys out there, and got to get tougher and stronger, especially when on the road.
I don't want to forget while we're at it, so you don't hammer me for this again. It's beet juice for altitude. If I'm not mistaken, I heard of pickle juice for cramps.
Of course, everyone knows that.
And there's something, and this one I'd never heard before. And Jess was down on the side. I couldn't see it. Jess is down there. There was something going on with mustard. Mustard packets or something.
I think that's a cramp one, too.
Okay, so pickle juice and mustard.
Pickle juice, that's I think. So the beet juice is new to me.
I don't know.
I'm a little salty. I would have had gallons of beet juice in the locker room.
It may be nothing. I don't know.
I'm not afraid of a little, placebo effect at all. Yeah, no. We'll do the fake. I think the oxygen masks are soft, and then John Andrzejczyk tells me, he goes, this guy's the most mentally tough guy. No, Bill Belichick. But when they play the Broncos, they pull out the oxygen.
They do.
I said, if they do it,
just to make you feel.
I don't know. They do it. We should be doing it.
There's something really dramatic about the best conditioned athletes in the world. This elite level.
Yeah.
But there's something dramatic about the oxygen mask on the sideline. Like it's such a dramatic thing. Like, man, you got to have oxygen.
I guess. Whatever. I just know what the Patriots are doing. It's probably. It's giving them an edge in some way.
Right, exactly. I was going to say.
They're not saying whatever. They're doing something.
Right.
There might not be just oxygen pumped in there.
Can we make it the balls are inflated?
I don't know. They find a way to win. They compete on all the edges, that's for sure.
For sure, and they've won a lot of games.
Yeah.
So you go to Salt Lake City after that. Both these places, notoriously difficult places to play. You're in the Huntsman Center, and you're down. It felt a lot like the Cal game in the first half. Just got cold there.
We had a little stretch there early in the first half, or towards the end of the first half, I should say, the second half of the first half, where we couldn't make shots. We played got sped up a little bit on the road. We were playing really well early, made some shots, and thought we ran into some you don't want to get in a shootout with them. They scored like 90 on their home court.
Yeah.
And we took some bad shots, got them back in the game. Then we couldn't get some stops. CJ had foul trouble. So we kind of shot ourselves in the foot a little bit, and then we came out in the second half, and CJ really rallied because he did not play well and had 4 turnovers the first half. But he may not play well, but he's always going to play hard, and he really rallied us in the second half. We got the lead there. Then a couple key plays that we just couldn't defend them. I mean, I looked at their freshmen went 21 to 25. So there's no excuse for it. Yeah.
From the field or from
the field.
They went 21-25.
Yeah.
Their freshmen went, wow.
Yeah, so, I mean, and obviously we did a good job on their main guys, to be honest, with Allen and Gatch.
Gotcha. Rylan Jones is a good player. The
he's
true
a good player.
freshman point guard.
No, yeah, I know. And his dad's assistant coach there, and after the game, he's like, I told him, hey, son played really well, and he tried to bumble it and say, well, you know.
Nah.
And
yeah,
then, but
he's really good.
he did say, you know, his favorite college player was Frankie Ferrari, and I said,
Nice.
"Oh, not nice." Yeah, no. I said, I know. I said, now I know it's like to be on the other side of it, and he does play a lot like Frankie did, the kid I coached at San Francisco. So,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Easier to have him on your side.
Oh
than to
yeah,
stop
yeah.
him.
When they're on your team, you see all the holes, and when they're going against you, you're like, whoa, I can't stop this, can't stop that. And we talked about it, actually. You know, I said, even though he's a freshman, told our team, you know, I don't know. I said, look. Watching a film on it, he's kind of a killer. He's going to be the guy that tries to make big plays, and he did. And on their home court, you know, a little hat tip there. He made a lot of big plays, but we had our opportunities.
Did they sort of save some of those play calls for him until the back end? Like those screens for him, the ball screens, that didn't seem to pop up until the last 5, 6, 7 minutes.
You know what? They just said we're doing a pretty good job on some of their stuff, and they just said, you know what? Let's see if they can guard us in the ball screen, and we didn't. And part of it, Noah had a rough game. You could have a rough game, but don't be in foul trouble. He fouled out.
In 6 minutes.
Yeah, we did, and we're thin as it is, and he's one of our best perimeter defenders, and he actually bothered Jones in the first half when he had him, and we could have used him because I think Gervais just, whether it's altitude or just extended minutes, he played really well. Just down the stretch, we couldn't, and Jeff was I could see he was a little gimpy in the ball screen coverage. And
well, he had the hit. He was, Evan Batty at 6'9", 280 fell on him, and it was like kind of twisted up and boulder. Didn't look good. Looked really bad.
No,
actually.
and
he came back in the game.
No, and he did a great effort. But I think late in that game against Utah, we couldn't get that stop, and I wish he could do a couple things differently. But like I said again, he made some big shots, and it's hard to go 21 for 25 in the gym by yourself.
It's a good
it's
point.
hard to do. So, and he made some tough. He was 8 for 10, and he hit some tough twos, and hit the 2 big threes. One off the offensive rebound, and one late when he came over and Gervais got hit on the ball screen. Still like 24-foot shot off the dribble. So
deep, yeah.
But yeah, like I said, tough.
What about plus sides? What about positives? What did you see from Colorado and Utah that you liked that you want to carry over?
Yeah, I thought actually Gervais played really well on the road. He's been
his numbers have been better on the road.
It's amazing. He had no idea. I talked to him today about it. I said, your home road splits, do whatever you're doing on the road, because he's like, his home road splits are like what normally would be the opposite. You'd be good at home. So, I just like thinking maybe he's just playing better and playing confident. And he's a guy that really is embraced us from the beginning, and really kind of made himself cut out a role for himself where he's going to take on the best perimeter offensive player and learning, hey, just try to knock down shots from 3 and be good with the ball and give us a great effort every night. He has done that.
Yeah, he's been really consistent. He really has, about 20, 25 minutes a game. All right, let's tell you what. Let's get an early break in, and then switch gears. I've got one question right in here. We'll get some more. We'll get some more right-ins. We've got trivia, which is a key element. It's really important to recognize. And for those, there is nothing on the line. This is just pride,
of course.
And that's important. The stakes couldn't be higher for trivia here, as we're live here at Zeppo's. We've got the Arizona School, Arizona State tomorrow night, 7:30 airtime, 8 o'clock tip. We'll be back here live at Zeppo's talking ball here with Coach Smith.
At US Bank.
Here's the voice of the Cougs, Matt Chesina.
Live here at Zeppo's talking basketball here with Kyle Smith. It is the Arizona week, Arizona State tomorrow night here in Beasley, and Arizona on Saturday. What do you say we get straight to questions? And then
Sure.
We'll do trivia next segment. Let's go questions. Write-in questions here. Mary here at Zeppo's wants to know if her sister Joyce wants to know when she can bring her dog to a game. When are we?
What's our policy?
They do it at baseball. It's an outdoor venue. That's a key element, I suspect. But
I've got no problem. Unless it's a sellout, then we'll keep the dogs out.
Bring them anyway, right?
Yeah.
Like what's the harm?
Have you flown commercial recently?
Right. Everybody's got
a service dog. So I don't think that'd be hard to get into Beasley.
What are your thoughts on the service dog? Like you could strap a vest on any dog, says service dog, and bring your dog on the plane.
I'll confess, I know some people that are abusing that.
You personally
privilege.
do.
I'm not going to name names, but I know someone that they save the flying money when they go coast to coast or whatever.
Wait, is there a financial thing with the?
No, I think if you had to fly a dog normally under whatever, I don't know. I don't know how it works.
You don't have to crate it.
Yeah, she has them.
Interesting.
She has them next to
Very
them.
crafty.
Yeah,
Very
I don't
crafty.
think she's the only one, unfortunately.
Interesting. Every once in a while, they're also really big. It's not like a Great Dane, but like, hey, you're St. Bernard.
Tell Joyce, I don't think she has any problem. Just show up.
She's fine.
Just show up. You're in.
Show up, even if it's not a dog game. I'd say I probably shouldn't say that. Don't actually do this, but like Pat would call me and be like, Chaz, don't say that.
Yeah, don't encourage
I was going to say, bring the dog anyway. Just see what happens.
I think you're all right.
I don't know.
I think you're all right.
Yeah, I love it. Dave wants to know. This is from Dave. My wife and I are.
You need to proof these.
I should. All right, we'll see how this goes. My wife and I. Now that I've started, my wife and I are tired of being adults. Fair. Any advice on how we can let off some steam? What are your thoughts? What do you think?
This is very easily. Show up Wednesday night, 8 p.m.
Yeah, there you go.
That's an easy one. Be there 8 p.m. loud and proud.
I love it. Dave also asks, what are a few? This is a fun question.
All right.
And because
I'm scared.
No, because this will be great. You may have to take a second. What are a few of your all-time favorite college teams to watch as a fan?
Oh, as a fan. Well, we have to go back to 1983.
Okay.
University of Houston Cougars. I was growing up in Houston at the time, and that was Phi Slamma Jamma. That was Akeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, Larry Mishaw, Rob Williams. I mean, I could go on and on, but that was definitely one of my favorite teams. Another one was when to that Duke team. The first one went to the finals against Louisville, which was Amaker, Dawkins, Allery, Henderson. I'm going to try to think of some other ones.
You looking at me?
I don't know. Usually give me some. I mean, you've heard you got some to throw in here.
Yeah, well, sure. I mean, we could go. It's a different for me. Like,
I'm a little older.
Right. It was a little like the St. John. I grew up on the East, so like the Ron Artest St. John's team. That
I thought you were going to go Chris Mullen.
Well, no, it's a little.
That would be me.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's a little bit of a different, different deal there, but like. There was a Georgia Tech team with Tony Aiken and
God, I thought you were going to say Mark Price and Bruce Dalrymple and Johnson.
Again, you're a little bit before me. Eggs would say as a player would be like, oh yeah, I know Mark on that Georgia Tech team, my buddy.
No.
But we could go some. I mean, there was a UNC Charlotte team with a guy named Joby Thomas who could really shoot. Northern Arizona lost to St. John's in the NCAA tournament in a 15 seed game. My mom tried to get me to go to sleep. No chance.
Yeah.
No chance.
You remember that NAU team with
Ross Land and George and Dan McClintock.
Yeah.
McClintock. And
I got two recruiting stories there.
Ben Howland was the coach of that team. Jamie Dixon, I think, was. Yeah.
I still have two. Dan McClintock was a guy we recruited at the University of San Diego.
And he was a pro. He was a 7-foot.
This is embarrassing. We're out of Visalia. And that was back when I was the third assistant, couldn't go on the road. And Randy Bennett, this is going to sound funny. He's assistant, and he goes, we're out of scholarship. Wouldn't have him. He said, it's Portland or Northern Arizona. And he's like, do you know any, or whatever, can you help? He said, no, Portland's going to get him. We didn't want him in our league.
Right. He's cute.
And he goes, you know anything? I said, Jamie Dixon, who I've known for a long time.
Yeah.
Don't tell Jim Shaw this because Jim Shaw was at Portland.
He might be.
So Jim Shaw, they were going to get him at Portland, and Jamie, I go, Jamie, hey man, can you get this guy or whatever? And at the time, NAU would never want, but the kid's dad owned a bar in Flagstaff.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it worked out. So
worked
anyway,
out.
and then Ross Land's daughter is committed to play soccer here next year. She'll be a
She
freshman.
is?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Amazing. So
it's a lot of stuff going on in there.
I'd love to meet him. You want to talk
Oh,
about
he's a great guy.
He could really shoot. Like
big time.
all time. Like
Big
he would
time.
pull up.
No, we passed on him at San Diego too. And
He could.
True story.
And then so they won the league, won the NCAA tournament. Ben Howland gets the Pitt job. And so it goes. So like that's a great
that's
team.
all history. Yeah.
One of my favorite. I think one of my all-time favorite. When I was younger, one of my all-time favorite college basketball windows was the Pac-10 late Thursday night window because I knew at midnight Eastern, when long after Mom had thought I was no longer. Which I used to listen. So I used to listen to I listened to Harold Arsenault and Weber State knock off North Carolina and all that. But the 9 p.m. Pacific Pac-10 slot was you'd get a great game.
Yep.
It was on like Fox Sports Regional at the time back in the day. But like that was like a key part of college because you could go through the whole day on a Saturday and know like at midnight you're gonna get a great
one more.
You're gonna get. We're not done yet. We're going until 2:15. We're going 2:15 Eastern, and we could still do this.
Yeah. No, that was big Monday for me in college.
Yes,
It'd be like the midnight. Santa Barbara, Long Beach State, or Santa Barbara. Vegas.
There was Mountain West Monday for a while.
I coached that. It was Big West before. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was a Big West before that.
My 11 months at Air Force.
There you go. There you go.
Was tough.
Danny Granger was New Mexico's big player.
Good player.
Yeah, he was really good. He was really good. Anyways, well there you go.
Right, my third team would have been Michael Jordan's Tar Heels. That would have been a fun team.
That would have been that would have been good.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, they were good. That was we could do that. We could blow out all the breaks and keep going. Yeah, okay. Question from Ron. You can choose to skip this question.
I will possibly.
You might need to skip this question.
Is it going to get me in trouble with my wife?
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah,
all right,
probably.
But that's anyway. She's not here.
What are your thoughts on the lack of free throws last week? And to be clear, for context, the Cougs in Utah did not shoot a free throw, had no attempts until 4:48 remaining. It was the first time the Cougs had not shot a free throw in a half for a long time. I'm 2016. Since 2016, I just looked at our Ben Lasky, our SID. He does a great job.
I didn't even think it didn't even dawn on me till now that we didn't shoot many free throws.
Yeah, right.
No.
You can skip it.
We can skip it. You know what? I'd like to see how did UW do on that trip from the foul line too.
It's a great
out
question.
of curiosity.
I don't know.
Ben.
I don't know.
Lasky.
He's checking. He's checking.
Just so check. I'd say that we had good officials, and I just think we got to be more aggressive, probably, and we got to be tougher on that. We can't. It'd be easy to bail out on the road, and it's just all part of getting tougher and better to win on the road. It's easy to find an excuse, but
sure.
If there was one that you wanted to use, but not getting a free throw, it's tough to score if you don't get free throws. I know that.
In full fairness, if you're going to play both sides of it, and let's to your point. In the first half, in that stretch, it felt like a lot of threes were going up as opposed to some stuff in the paint.
True,
right? Fair?
No, that was fair. We took some quick.
I don't know if they're bad. I don't know if they're bad.
Quick wins. The time and scored. No, I was on it. We watched film. Yeah. On Sunday before we came back, we watched ourselves and we said, look, in order, you can get away with that stuff. Sometimes at home, you got momentum, you make a play. Yeah. You might run it, but they're at home on their court. We're a little thin. That we need to play with a little more purpose, for sure.
Ron also wants to know, what does Deron Henson need to do to improve on to maybe get some more playing time? We've seen Deron as sort of a surprise up deep off the bench, score double figures a couple times lately.
Deron is a weapon. I've said that. People ask me when I said he's a good player. We've had a lot of guys. Really, him and CJ kind of play the same forward spot. So it's like kind of in trying to play them together. But he's got, his defense and need to improve there, and rebounding and ball handling. So those three things are where he's a little.
He doesn't put it on the deck a lot.
No, he's an elite shooter.
Yeah,
he's an elite shooter, and he's got a great attitude, and he's been working hard at it. So hard to get them all in there, but he helped us, gave us a chance against Colorado. He had a big one against Utah. We're just trying to find. We're really good when Jeff's on the floor. And we got to find that combination when we rest Jeff that we're still effective. And Deron's part of that package.
Would have been nice to have Tony Miller, Marvin Cannon against those two.
It would be good. But and that's a little bit where Tony's probably, hopefully back, maybe for the UW game.
Okay. What about how's Marvin doing?
And Marvin might even be cleared for Saturday. But
okay.
So we're getting closer. So Tony Tony coming back will shake up everything a little bit as far as like he had a really good role for us as far as giving us that inside athlete, and defensively he's really good too.
How much will you need once these guys get reintegrated? You need to figure out how they're going to be conditioning-wise, qualitatively, how they'll be on the court. You're going to try, as a guess, you've got 4 weeks till the Pac-12 tournament in Vegas. Yep. You're going to try to kind of work these guys, but you almost have to go back to rework it all, right?
It's one of the hardest things in coaching, to be honest. Anytime when you have an injury, your team, like we played well against Oregon State. And, some guys, so DJ's role is increased and playing more. And then you pull, and then they get to scout you this new look, and we got to go through it. And then maybe this weekend we're it's going to be pretty much the same guys. Now depending on how we play, maybe we play well, and it's like, if we play really well, you're like,
yeah.
It's hard to get guys in there. But I know the one, and Marvin will help. They both give us quickness, and we need that. But Tony's the one that I just think from physicality and strength and length, what he was given to us with that energy, we need that depth inside.
15 and 11 against USC.
I think he averaged 13 and 8 that weekend, and
that's
obviously
really
was about ready to start him, and is like, what, he got hurt?
Yeah.
Got hurt in the overtime last piece. So, he's had a great attitude. He works. He doesn't say much. He just goes about his business. So he'll be ready when he's, it'll just be a matter of his physical conditioning, whether he's ready or not, and he'll get there.
Here comes this is the hard-hitting one now. This is good. Taco Tuesday, beef, pork, chicken, or fish? What's the play?
Choice or what I get served?
That's
the wife. It's ground beef. So and I appreciate it. Trust me. I'm not picky when people are cooking for me. But
if you were to be picky,
I kind of like the carnitas, man. I gotta be honest. A little.
Yeah.
I grew up in Texas. A little carnita, a little pork. It's nice. I'm not afraid of that. That's a good question.
Where in Texas?
I'm from Houston.
From like Houston proper, or
it's. You really want? What do you want? The street name? Or, no.
I don't know. I don't know
I'll give
Houston
you the
well enough
Houston.
to really know. But
it's A-Leaf, which is Houston proper.
Okay.
So I used to tell people, and it's just like what Brooklyn is to New York.
Got it.
All right. So there you go. Now you know. It's also known. They also call it SWAT now. Southwest. So it's like SWAT. Whatever. Yeah. So it's Southwest side. So when people ask me, Houston, where you from? I say it's Southwest side. And then I go A-Leaf, and then I get like street cred.
Got it. So help me. So Houston, SWAT, A-Leaf.
Yeah, Houston.
To Hamilton.
I know most people don't know this. I did a little prep year stint in New England.
Oh.
Yeah. No, the idea was, this is a true story. I was a good student. Not a lot of options for me. They're a good school to play.
For basketball.
But in the state of Texas, there's just not that,
so
Rice. They're Division I, yeah. So someone told me to go to prep school, get an extra 30 games and doesn't count against your clock. I said, wow, that sounds great.
Yeah.
And the idea was I was going to go Ivy League from there. And then I figured out that I either wasn't good enough or I wasn't smart enough. And probably both. Ended up in Hamilton, and it was great experience. So.
And for those unaware of what that level of D3 ball is in upstate New York and kind of toward the Canadian border, you go to Vermont, you go to New Hampshire. There are these small liberal arts schools that are Division III that are basically they're really, really high level D3. It's basically like D1. It really is like a high. Look,
it's like the junior Ivy League.
Yeah, Coach shot 50% from three at Hamilton as a senior. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's that's an elite shooter at any level, and that level of D3 really is.
Well, let's talk more about that.
I've watched it. I know it.
You know what? I had a chance to lead the country my senior year, and I didn't have enough makes, and it's still a sore point with one of my guys in the soup chat. So I hope the soup chat's listening. Because I've been waiting for this guy, Snake.
They played with you, right?
Yeah, Snake. Okay. Not all. Yeah, this guy, Snake. And I'll tell you, that's a whole other story. I call him Snake, but he's a year younger than me, and he was all about this record. He's a good guy. He wanted to get me this record. He's on the bench. He's like, Kyle, I'm going to get you. They're doubling the post. Next time I throw it in there, I'll throw it back out. So next time I said, I didn't even know I was going. I'm Mr. Humble Bumble. I didn't know that I even had the record.
Yeah,
I had a chance at the record.
It's all about team.
We're all team. So I feed him the post. He gets doubled, and I give it to him. Hey.
Yeah.
He turns and shoots.
No, he did
not. It's
not.
a very sore spot to this day. And it's still contentious. It's been 30 years, and we still I hope he's listening. If
I hope
not,
so, too.
just one of those guys in the soup chats listen. They've offered up some questions, but so they must be listening a little bit.
Good. All right, well, let's get to it then. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll do trivia next. We're live here at Zeppos
Perfect.
talking basketball here with Kyle Smith.
Thanks.
CHAZ. Now, back to Zeppos.
It is true. You can send a question there. We can talk here live about it. Great to see you. We're back here talking ball here with Coach Smith. We're going to do trivia now. And just as a friendly reminder, and for those who may have not tuned in last week, or maybe if you weren't here, there are three noises. We've got if you're right, this is what you'll hear. And if you're wrong, this is what you'll hear. Oh, it's a little different. It's a little different this week.
Mix it up.
It's a little different this week. And then while we're going at it, just to kind of ramp up the pressure, this is what you'll hear while we're thinking about it. There it is.
It's
a little
nerve-wracking.
stressful, nerve-wracking, just to kind of keep the pressure up. So if you're here in Zeppos and you know the answer, you can scream it out. If Coach knows the answer, I said it last week, he'll probably beat you to it because I can hear him way better than you, so he has an advantage.
I'm competing with everyone, or we're going to let the audience go first?
Yeah, however
Maybe
you
like
want to
Stump
do it.
Coach Smith kind of?
I like Stump Coach Smith too. If you can get
I'll put my hand up, but you call in the audience if they have something.
Now,
I got it.
And I'll restate if you guys get it right or wrong, because listeners on the radio can't hear you guys live here in Zepp. We need to iron that wrinkle out in our logistical process.
We're getting there, man. This is only week 2.
We're working on it. All right. Can you name prior to the Oregon schools? Can you name the last pack sweep in league play? There, you got it. We got it right. Let's go with a correct answer. Arizona last year, Arizona State, Arizona, particularly appropriate because
Very good
it's
question.
coming up. There you go.
Was that your question?
Well, yeah, these are my questions.
Oh, these are your questions. I thought this was from the audience.
No, these are my questions. We need to get a correct answer, Bell. There we go. Thank you. Okay, and that's Jake back in studio. That feels very gratifying.
Yes.
Okay, second question. Here we go. This is a fun one. This is
for audience or for just me?
Let's go for this is for everybody, but like
if I got it,
you got it, you got it. Right.
If not, I'll look at my phone.
Okay, that's fine. Can you name 4 two-sport athletes in the pack ever? Can you name 4 two-sport athletes in the pack ever? Yeah. As coach goes to check his phone.
Hold on, I gotta have.
Can you name 4?
I got 1.
Okay. Who you got?
I got 2.
All right.
What? 4 two-sport athletes?
4 two-sport athletes in the pack.
I should have more than this. 3.
Okay. All right. Well,
Let me get one more. I got to spit them out.
I had 4.
Tony Gonzalez.
That's one of my. Yep. Mark Hendrickson. That's a great one.
Oh, that's a great one.
Mark Hendrickson's a great one.
Teo Johnson.
Okay.
Didn't have that one.
Yeah. I didn't know. That wasn't one of mine.
Kenny Lofton.
That was one of mine. Kenny Lofton was one of mine. Steve Gleason was one of mine. Steve baseball, football, baseball. That's 4. There you go.
Yeah, Hendrickson was the best one, obviously.
The all-time,
Mike Bush.
Augustine Olobia, Joshua Anderson, if you're counting track, Jackie Robinson, two-sport athlete in the pack.
That's embarrassing.
And this year for USC, we played one this year. Drake London.
Yeah, Drake London.
Caught 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's a good basketball player. I saw him in high school.
He's played one game this year for me, but it's because he played football.
Yeah, I saw him football. My rule of thumb on this: if those guys that reach a level like being a Division I recruit, they're almost all NFL players. Like if they're they're mid-major, like mid-major basketball players, they're almost
Antonio Gates.
It's sometimes Hall of Famers. I mean, like Tony Gonzalez was a good Pac-12 player. Didn't look like not an NBA player. Looked like it. Best tight end ever.
Julius Peppers.
Yeah, same deal. Could play at Carolina, and he's a terror. He's a Hall of Famer.
Right.
Yeah, it's
so
almost
when they get to that level, it's football.
In fact, I had a little text with Coach Spurrier before. I was like, hey, I want an NFL team to hire me because I can find these guys. I'm telling you, I can tell you they're players. And I don't even know. I don't even know anyone watch them. They usually pop up on draft day. But the tight end at Oregon State, I don't know if he's good or not, but he was a good AAU basketball player.
Noah Tongiai?
No, he's right there now. It's
he was their tight end this year?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe this might be the one that didn't make NFL.
Tongiai was their lead guy, but I'm sure they have another one. I'm not thinking of.
I'll find it.
Yeah.
Come on, you sure? Quinlan, he's like he's from Oregon. Anyway, I don't even know. But he was a pretty good basketball player, so I figured he'd be an NFL player, which I'll stick to.
Alex Brink has a whole theory, and he's a football guy. And Brinker has this thing with if you're a point guard, you might be a prototype cornerback. Corner. Because he's looking
the body type.
6'1", 6'2", Gervais Robinson type.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Definitely has a look. I'd also say if you're a point guard, you have a chance to be a quarterback.
Quarterback.
It's the decision making, the vision and quick decisions you have to make. A really good point guard could make for sure. Like
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They're big enough. They're tall enough.
Question number 3. What year did the Pac-10 become the Pac-12, and who joined?
I know that.
And as a bonus, what year did the Pac-8 become the Pac-10? That's not that easy. And who joined? So
I got the 2 joiners.
All right, let's hear it.
The joiners are Arizona and Arizona State for 2.
No. Oh no, for Pac.
To Pac-10.
Yes, that's correct.
Come on.
Sorry, excuse me. I thought. And
then Colorado and Utah.
Yes, that's
Come
correct.
on, I got
you
that.
Got it.
Years.
You got it.
No idea.
So
I know close ballpark, like 8 years ago.
Yeah, 2010. What you got? 2010.
2010?
Yeah, 2010. How about that? It's been a while.
10 years?
Isn't that crazy? 2010. The 2010. So 2010 they joined, and then Arizona and Arizona State joined the Pac-8 in 78. In 1978.
Okay.
The Pac-8 became the kind of Pac-8 as we know it in 64.
Okay.
And if you go prior to 64, it's not the Pac as we know it. It's not called that, and it actually kind of weaves in and out. It's like the Pacific Coast Conference, and then there was even prior to that. There's a whole, and I don't know how because it's Wikipedia, so I don't want to rely on it too much. But there's some stuff on there about how there weren't that many schools doing this. It was Cal and it was USC, UCLA, Washington State College was doing it, and the service academies. And actually Pittsburgh was doing it. It was more random than it is now. They were all going to kind of join, and it was supposed to be there was a flyover conference, and it was going to include Navy and Army and some West Coast schools. Service academies backed out of it. And
really?
This is going way back.
I think you're making this
up.
No,
I mean, that's what I read. It's what I read.
None of this sounds.
Who knows? Wikipedia, great install.
Wikipedia has my birthday wrong, so just FYI.
My
mom pointed that out.
Thank you.
True story. I was like, Mom, I had nothing to do with that.
I love it. Who made your Wikipedia? Oh,
I don't know. Actually, Snake. Truth
be
told, my buddy Snakes when I became a Division I head coach, and that was
he made it.
They jokingly made it, and that's why the birthday's wrong. And my mom's like, "Who's this Wikipedia page?"
I love it.
And yeah, true. That's a true story.
That's
sad,
really
but,
funny.
sad but true.
That's really
I don't
funny.
even like Snake. That's the
love
best. He made the Wikipedia page.
I love it. All right, fourth question here. From which school did Guy Williams transfer? Where did Guy Williams go?
I know this. You want someone else to have that?
I figured you make it. You got it.
All right, University of San Francisco.
San Francisco. So it kind of all ties in. How about that? There you go.
I believe Bishop O'Dowd High School.
There you go.
I'm 99% sure on that.
There you go. Okay, that one I don't know off my head.
That's Brian Shaw went there. There's been some
wow.
good Bay Area.
Brian Shaw, 50 point. Brian Shaw was a 50-point guy. I think in a game, wasn't he?
Brian Shaw.
I think he got hot one game.
In college?
No, in the
NBA.
Yeah, I think he did. I might be wrong.
You would know these things.
I'm pretty sure.
You were studying box scores where the rest of us were. We others are out in the parking lot shoot. Yeah,
very true. Yes, very true. I was box scores. Tony Delk, 50-point guy.
Yeah, he's a 50-point guy.
I think Brian.
It
was either 50 points or like 10-3. He might have been a 10-3 guy.
That sounds.
It might have been a
right.
10-3 guy.
Yeah, that
might have been that.
Anyway,
all right. Fifth question. Final question before we get to Soup Chat question. For those who don't know what Soup Chat is, it's Coach's old college buddies chat. They like soup. That's what they call it.
Yeah, we'll hopefully get some good trivia.
I want to know more about
soup.
Soup too. Yeah. Which team drafted Craig Elo in the NBA? Who drafted Craig? Who drafted Eggs?
I think I know.
Did I hear I heard a Cavs. I need a horn. I need a trombone. I need Atlanta Hawks. I need another horn. Houston Rockets. Yeah, Houston Rockets. There you go.
Squad.
He was with Houston for 3 years. He went to the CBA for like a week in Mississippi, and then the Cavs called him, and then he was off and running.
Good career.
48th overall pick in the draft. Yeah, he was there 14 years. He's a guy. He was a dude.
Yep, for
With
sure.
Soup Chat. Let's go Soup Chat questions. What you got?
They don't have anything that interesting today, but I'll fire it out there anyway.
And why is it called Soup Chat again?
It's a long story, but it has something to do with my buddy's second wife that she's supposed to know he likes soup, loves soup. I don't really want to get it started.
Amazing. Yeah.
But it kind of started for this. Soup's great. Who doesn't like soup?
I love soup.
Everyone loves soup.
I love it. Chicken noodles.
Everyone loves soup.
Chicken noodles.
All right.
I like pea soup, actually. I think it's an underrated soup.
I love a pea soup.
I love like the little ham.
My mom drops the bone in there, the whole thing. Yeah.
It's great.
No.
It's really good. Yes,
pea
thank
soup.
you.
Good.
Yeah, Jake approves. Yeah.
Yeah, no, everyone likes
So to be clear,
See,
Jerry,
it's one of those underrated things in life. Like, you take soup for granted. That's kind of the deal. We love soup.
I agree with that. Jerry does not do those sound effects, just for the record. It's not Jerry's fault if they're wrong. That's Jake back in studio. Jake has the sounds. That's not Jerry's fault. Okay, Coach.
All right, here's what Soup Chat has to offer. There's been 4, actually I think there's 5 Oscar winners with an animal in the title.
Oh.
Anybody? You want me to give you?
Deer Hunter.
Deer Hunter's one.
An Oscar of any kind? Lion.
Maybe Best Picture, I think. I think Best Picture, to be honest.
Because Lion King might have won some
I think
animated.
Best Picture. Don't bring that Lion King.
I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
It's a great animated
Come on,
film.
man. I know. You're really reaching, man. Come on. Best
It's
Picture.
an animal name. Okay, all right.
You want some hints?
Elephant Man?
I don't think it won
That's
Best
a great
Picture,
question.
but it might have.
Might have, actually.
Someone Google that, please.
Maybe it did.
It's not one of the Soup Chat's answers, but it sounds good.
Secondhand Lion? I don't know that movie. I don't know Secondhand Lion.
It's not, according to Soup Chat, it's not one. Yes, correct.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That's a good one.
My favorite one, actually.
Dancing with Wolves.
Correct.
There we go. That's back there. That's affirmative.
2 more.
This is all. These answers are coming from live here in Zeppos. If you're listening.
2 more.
Animal name.
One this century, I believe. Yeah, definitely this century.
Last 20 years. The with Humphrey Bogart. That's with that would.
Animal.
Do you know it?
I know it because
you got it on your phone.
It's text here.
I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to look at it.
You want a hint?
Yes.
It's takes place. The movie's set in Asia. That'll throw you off.
The set. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Did that win Best Picture? But that's not what I have.
know.
It might have. That would count. I'd count that if it won Best Picture. But I'm telling you, my Soup Chat is. But that wasn't the one I'm looking for specifically.
Duck Soup's a great movie.
I'll give you this one is Asia. Don't think East Asia. Think Central Asia.
Central Asia.
Mumbai. Bingo! Yeah. I mean, how many hints do I have to give you, Chestnut?
Well, but like I don't think of like a dog. What you got? Gorillas in the Mist. I don't know. Maybe.
According to my did make the cut here.
Slumdog Millionaire's a great movie.
There's one more that the soup chat has,
Yeah,
and that is Anthony Hopkins is my hint for you.
Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs.
Yes,
Of course. Like
we have to. What do we have to check?
Movies.
We got to check on Elephant Man.
Yeah, it's a great question.
And Gorillas in the Mist.
We'll do it.
We'll got to find out those. I feel bad if those are.
We'll talk to the stat crew.
They're out.
We'll get it. We'll get it. All right. For the world's most refreshing beer, 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly with Coors Light. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. We'll be back here live next year with Kyle Smith talking all kinds of things here at Zeppos.
Oh, yeah.
On the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
Catch, drop, step, hammer time.
With Coach Smith, here's Matt Chazanow.
Back here live at Zeppos. Need to do a really quick segment, and then we'll take a break. Let's go to some Twitter questions real quick. This is just a comment from Jim over on the west side, Jim Moore. Matt, don't really have any questions. Can you just tell Coach how happy my kids are watching Cougar basketball with this great coach? Looking forward to the rest of the season. Go Cougs.
It's a great tweet.
Jim Moore. There you go.
More of those. Bring more of those, Matt.
Jennifer Delzer, who is a frequent contributor. Do you plan any I like the way she phrases it.
Yeah.
Do you plan any fun into practice time, or is it just business? P.S. I really like the post-game comments from you right after the game. I'm amazed you're able to speak so well and think so clearly right after the game, which is sometimes very emotional. # Go Cougs.
I don't know about the fun is impromptu. I have my moments.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen it. I'll stop practice, but we try to break up the monotony and trying to be too serious, but we have fun with that. And then post-game, it's all about getting it over with.
Yeah.
That. But let's get over here, take my. If it's good or bad, it's just like
it's great.
Get it done. I've been there, and I think they trained me well at Columbia.
It's
Actually,
great.
they said, hey, so just send me. They just push me right to the radio, and I do it, and it's been just something I've gotten used to.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
We need to take a break. We'll come back here live next at Zeppos talking basketball here with Kyle Smith.
It's become part of my habit. It's just
Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
It is that time of the broadcast here where we talk a little bit about the upcoming opponent. Let's talk some ball. Arizona State's off a very emotional win at home in Tempe. They just beat their in-state rival, Arizona. They come in 12-7 and now 3-3 in the pack. A quick ASU preview. Remy Martin's the leading scorer in the league. Bobby Hurley's their head coach. What do you see? What jumps out at you on film?
You know, they're really an explosive team. They're really quick. They're two guards that play. They bring one off the bench, Verge.
Verge. He scored like 40 in a weird game this year.
Yeah, they lost by 40, but he had 43. But he's a junior college guy that's been coming on. So they present a lot of problems at the top of the floor with Remy, who's just obviously a senior now, I hope.
Yeah.
God, I think he's a senior.
I think so, yeah.
He's averages 24 a game, and he runs a team, and he's really a threat from that position. Then Verge, same thing. They both get in the paint, and they push the pace, and then they got a lot of other guys around him with Edwards, who can really shoot it from the perimeter, and then Romello White, and it's big five-man. And they're going to pressure us and get after us, and we got to be ready to answer the bell there.
Yeah, Romello White, big power forward. Tayshaun Cherry's real long player. A lot of returners. The Arizona State.
Yeah, and I think they obviously going to have a lot of confidence after the Arizona game, and they were down big in that, and they just came charging back. So we've got our work cut out for us, and it'd be good to get home, and hopefully we play well.
Post-game party never stops at Northern Quest with 24/7 gaming, over a dozen restaurants and lounges, luxury rooms, and more. Details at northernquest.com. We need to take a break. We'll come back here. Final segment coming up next year with Coach Smith.
Natalie works as
Here's Matt Chazanow.
Back here live at Zeppo's. Let's roll through some Twitter questions here. Final segment, couple of minutes left. We're live here with Coach Smith before Arizona State and Arizona. Tim Watts is a contributor to the show, I think, pretty regularly. Okay. Aside from Beasley, shelving Beasley, what's your favorite arena that you've gotten to coach in?
Good. I would say MacArthur Court before. I haven't been in the new one.
Oh, you haven't been Matt Knight Arena?
Yeah, but it was pretty cool. I like MacArthur Court. We won there.
There you go.
Oh,
there you go. Yeah, that helps.
We won there, and I'd be remiss if I didn't say it's pretty exciting and pretty intense to. What's that one? What's that place in Gonzaga or the Spokane?
The little spot up there.
MacArthur. That's pretty good game night atmosphere to say the least.
Yep. All right.
Cool.
Keith wants to know, Coach. I'm sure it's a short commute between Beasley, Zeppo's, and your house. It is.
Yep.
That's true. But what has been the farthest commute that has been between where you've lived, coached, and had to work? What's the furthest?
I'm probably the king of having the shortest commutes ever.
Smart.
So I literally at San Francisco, I lived 30 yards from the gym door.
Yards. Amazing.
I lived across the street.
Amazing.
At Columbia, I lived at 115th and Broadway.
You're right there.
In the gates of Columbia are 116th and Broadway.
Yeah, I was going to say that's right there. Yeah.
And then the longest one is actually my last year at San Francisco. We finally moved to the suburbs, and that was it was 32 minutes door to door, and I didn't know what to do with myself. But and then I got this job, and back to 6 minutes, 6 minute commute. I'm in. So
brilliant,
pretty good.
Jason Puckett on the West Side, a big talk show host, is a big Coug. Jason, thanks for throwing a question in here. He also has a hard hitter. Ketchup on a hot dog, yes or no?
Yeah.
With mustard or no?
Absolutely, yeah. It's not ketchup only.
So not ketchup only.
No. If you had to do mustard or ketchup, it's obviously mustard. Both is good.
Kraut, you go.
I'll go deep. I'll do the whole thing.
So
I can do it. I mean, but I'm saying, if you're just left with mustard, it's mustard.
All right. So let me.
But if you like a ketchup, you get a ketchup.
Let me give you a veteran. This is a veteran tip here. When you go to Bailey Brayton for a Cougar baseball game.
Yep.
First of all, they have burgers. I know it's not like baseball, but they have great burgers.
Oh, I like burgers.
Not good, but great. But you can go dog, full, anything you want. Bailey Brayton, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
I'm telling you, the WCC best dog in the league is the Don's dog, just so you know.
There you go. Good to know. Good to know.
I'm a big hot dog fan.
Good to know.
God's perfect food, to be honest.
It is delicious. It really is.
The way they're packaged. I mean, people get a bad rep. Hot dogs get a bad rep. It's a great food.
I love it. Hey, thanks so much to everybody who came here to Zeppo's. Great to see everybody. Thanks to Jared Prengruber and to Jerry Kylo and Jake Eisenberg who help us make all this happen. We'll be on live tomorrow with Eggs back in Beasley, 7:30 airtime, 8 o'clock tip. Cougs against Arizona State coming up tomorrow night. Thank you so much. Great to see everybody. Go Cougs.